So in this video, I'm going to be going from Rạch Giá to Cà Mau. Nothing terribly interesting happened on the trip from Rạch Giá to Cà Mau, but I'm basically putting this in here just to show off some of the scenery real quick on the way down there. Really just lots of open space, so I was able to open up and go, I mean, at times 60-70 kilometers an hour, so pretty fast for Vietnam. Left this going at 1.5 speed just so I can keep things moving a little bit more and still try and show off a bit. Trying to cut the length of the video down, but you know, I don't think it's terribly important. If you're here watching this, you're in for the ride already, right? Alright, coming up to this truck here, so try and get by. At this point, I was starting to need a rest, so I'm going to be coming up to a cafe here in a second. Just really need to get off the bike, have something to drink. It's funny, when I was leaving the cafe, this guy, I was going to try and pee. I didn't want to use whatever restroom they had there just because I didn't want to leave my bike sitting there with unsupervised with the bag on there and everything, and I wasn't going to take that with me to wherever their restroom was. But this guy yelled at me, so I ended up driving down the street to do it instead. But whatever. So now this is in the parking garage for my hotel in Cà Mau. You see, I had to just drive through the lobby to get in and out. So during this time when I didn't have my bag on there, which gets in the way for filling up gas, I decided to buy some gas here. and I think you might be able to hear some of what was said on this one, so I'll go ahead and let that just run for a minute, and if I can understand it, I'll throw some subtitles maybe up there. We'll see how well it got captured though.
Một đổ tại đây tất chốt trang học môn của vị chốt trang nè hỏi và nhập ngoài cái đó nước kẻ đâu ok quay
So I missed it right here at the end. He, I'm pretty sure was pointing out something to me. I'll get into in just a second though. So I'm pretty sure he was pointing out the fact that my license plate was missing. I still at this point don't realize it, but it must have been somewhere between Rạch Giá and Cà Mau. My license plate fell because before I left Rạch Giá, I definitely had my license plate. This is my license plate right before I left, and yeah, it's just gone. So lost that, and you know, I'm driving around without a driver's license as well. And so this is just like an extra reason why somebody might pull me over, you know. I had some texts with the person I rented the bike from. I didn't tell them that I was going to be driving so far away from Gumta, so I kind of left that vague. He asked me if I can go and look for it, and I'm like, yeah, man, I've already been driving a long time. I can't go find it at this point. You know, I have no idea where it is, you know. So pretty much I have no choice but to just continue the drive. So I'm going to be leaving later this same day to drive to staying the night there. The next morning I'll be leaving to go to Songjiang, and I'm just gonna have to risk it, you know. Police pull me over. Hopefully the worst thing that happens, worst thing that happen, I'll get a ticket, you know, maybe some extra hassle, but hopefully just bribe them, you know, something like that, and it'll be okay. But yeah, no choice. Keep going. Here I'm pulling into a park. Everybody just parks on the sidewalk here, so it's no big deal really. Perfect parking spot, right? It's a really nice park, and it's just, again, one of those great things in Vietnam. All the cities, all these places, they have public parks like this where there's actually people at them, people walking around doing things. I feel like parks in America are usually just empty and ugly. Also, apologize, allergies kicked in real bad this week for me, so I have a real bad stuffy nose. This is another common thing to see people doing, posing for wedding photos in public places. So that night, didn't take any video or anything, but I went for a walk in the evening around, came across a church, and a kid came riding his bike out of the church, and we talked for a minute. He spoke English real well, so it was kind of nice. And then stopped and had a simple mangkao and talked with the person selling them there.
Chào con, ba nói cái Rạch Giá. Cho bạn nhiều.
Thôi kìa.
So yeah, like I was saying, that night have the Sinto Mancao from, so looked like a couple, man and woman, selling it. They had like a cart and tables with chairs set up. And the guy was sort of the server. He was the one taking the drinks to people running around. They had right next to them on the street tables and chairs, but also across the street tables and chairs. Like, he kept just wanting to sit down and talk to me, and then she would keep yelling at him like, hey, go do this, hey, go do this, what are you doing, get up and go. And she's the one like making the drinks and taking the money, you know, when people try to pay. So it was just funny to watch. He didn't seem to want to work very hard, but he was very much wanting to talk to me. That was about it for driving down to Khao Mau and what I did in Khao Mau. I wish I would have had more time. Maybe if I took another day, I could have driven all the way down to the far south point in Vietnam, but it is what it is. Maybe next time. And then next video we'll find out if I get arrested or not, right? Trying to keep driving. I'll make my way to Sopchan. And yeah, thank you for watching. Have a great day.